Hello and welcome. In this video, we'll explore representational and direct democracy, highlighting the differences and impacts on efficiency and delivery. These maps represent the rough journey through each democratic structure, emphasizing where inefficiencies lie. Before we start, let's quickly understand what we're looking at by reviewing the structure, symbols, and colors that we see here. Each shape is a stage in the process. Circles represent the start or end of a process. Squares and rectangles represent normal stages. Diamonds are like if statements. They ask a question that must be addressed to move forwards with a yes or no answer. Each square is color-coded to match the key on the right. These colors indicate which societal entity is responsible for each stage. For example, a light blue stage means that the society are responsible for taking that action. The grouping of these steps in the process are stages. These stages are grouped into the main cohorts needed for an effective democracy, which are elections, strategy setting, planning, implementing, and review. Pay attention to the differences and the order of these stages in the two democratic structures. So now we understand what we're looking at, let's get into it. Starting with representational democracy, let's follow the journey. People vote based on their unique experiences and concerns, choosing politicians who resonate with them. The first layer of separation occurs here, as political parties interpret public concerns, often inadequately. Post-election, the elected party's manifesto serves as a rough guide to their term. Once elected, politicians prioritize and enact strategies, often influenced by lobbyists aiming to sway legislation in their favor. Politicians must balance their relationships, priorities, and immediate influences, creating further separation between public priorities and actual government actions. As you can see on the map, there are several points where lobbyists have the ability to influence prioritization. It's also important to note that since it is the number of politicians that influence whether a goal is brought forward to Parliament, even if your politician is steadfast in setting the people's agenda, lobbyists can coerce other politicians to disregard their priorities and so further distance the government's actions from the people's needs. Now, if priorities survive the complex web of relationships and influences, politicians plan and implement the goals set. Third-party influences can alter implementation, diluting further the effectiveness of these solutions. Media outlets should be our independent review of our government, holding them to account. However, when driven by profit, outlets may manipulate news to serve stakeholders' interests, affecting the public's ability to judge the actual performance. When a negative news article comes out, governments firefight this negative press, focusing on covering up inefficiencies rather than solving root causes, which is the point of reviewing. The party in power can call elections strategically, further distancing public wants from government actions. Overall, several layers of separation exist between public priorities and government actions, and these are where the inefficiencies lie. Now, let's compare this to direct democracy. To start, people directly set and prioritize goals via referendums, creating a clear list of public priorities. This list guides party manifestos, ensuring they align with public desires. Parties present plans to achieve these goals, and the public elects the party with the most realistic and competent plan. Once elected, the party builds a cabinet to implement the plan, with mechanisms in place for public input on emergency issues, ensuring ongoing alignment with public priorities throughout the course of the term. As the plan is implemented, the media continues its role, but the House of Lords, elected by the people, transparently reviews government performance. This ensures accountability and continuous improvement, aligning power with the people. Nefarious actions trigger clear accountability processes, maintaining focus on public goals. The public can trigger elections if necessary, ensuring they have the final say. So, this shows how direct democracy realigns power, accountability, responsibility, risk, and reward with the people. Goals are set, evolved, and monitored by the public with no undue influence. This structure reduces the incentive for power-driven politics, focusing instead on national good. Thank you. If you found that informative, please check out our other videos. Thanks for watching.